Halo gengs, selamat datang kembali di video kita kali ini. Hari ini kita bakal bahas sesuatu yang seru banget. Apakah Malaysia benar-benar mengalami perubahan besar dalam 3 tahun terakhir di bawah kepemimpinan Perdana Menteri Anwar Ibrahim? Bukan cuma itu gengs, belakangan ini bahkan Donald Trump, Presiden Amerika Serikat, ikut menyorot Malaysia, Jepang, dan Korea Utara gara-gara mobil-mobil kecil yang imut dan lucu. Katanya, Amerika bakal meniru Malaysia karena mobil mini itu terlalu lucu untuk dilewatkan. Lucu sih, tapi ini punya makna besar. Malaysia makin dikenal, makin maju, dan makin diperhatikan dunia. Oke gengs, tanpa banyak basa-basi, mari kita mulai pembahasannya.
If you go to Japan, where I just left, and if you go to South Korea and Malaysia and other countries, they have a very small car, sort of like the Beetle used to be with the Volkswagen. They're very small, they're really cute. And I said, how would that do in this country? And everyone seems to think good, but you're not allowed to build them. And I've authorized the secretary to immediately approve the production of those cars. So you'll be able to buy, they really are, they're actually, some of them are really beautiful actually.
Already 3 years since Anwar Ibrahim became Prime Minister. Is it 3 bad years or 3 good years for Malaysia? Opinions are split, but here is an analysis based on 10 objective facts. First, Anwar is positioned to end almost 40 years of government's deficit. For nearly 4 decades, government spending consistently exceeded revenue. When Anwar took office, the deficit stood at 5.6% of GDP. It was reduced to 5% in 2023, then to 4.1% in 2024, and is on track to reach 3.8% this year, and is projected to decline further to 3.5% in 2026. This trajectory reflects a clear fiscal discipline. Second, Anwar has cut government's annual debt every year. Federal borrowings decreasing from nearly 100 billion in 2022 to 93 billion in 2023 and then to 77 billion this year. We see the government is cutting annual debt every year under Anwar. Third, while deficit and debt are being reduced, Anwar has grown government's revenue by nearly 40 billion. Revenue rose by 20 billion in 2023, another 7 billion in 2024, and is expected to add 12 billion this year. In total, that is roughly 40 billion ringgit in additional revenue under the Madani government. This shows that Anwar has not only reduced deficit and government's debt, but also increased federal revenue over the past 3 years. Fourth, Bank Negara's foreign reserve rose to $123.8 billion at end October, the highest level in 10 years. This amount increases Malaysia's resilience to external shock, sufficient to finance 4.8 months of imports in case of crisis. We see that Malaysia is now stronger under Anwar. Fifth, the ringgit has emerged as Asia's top-performing currency, trading at highest level against US dollar in 13 months. Ringgit has also strengthened significantly against Singapore dollars, reaching its strongest 3-year rate. It is projected that by 2026, ringgit will value below 4 ringgit per US dollar. And after years of decline, finally the ringgit has been gaining ground and showing better performance under Anwar. 6. Malaysia's unemployment rate fell to 3.1% in April this year, the lowest in 10 years, and dropped further to 3% in September. The job market is projected to stay strong next year. While it does not entirely solve job mismatch or underemployment, it shows that more Malaysians are securing stable salary work under Anwar compared to previous administration. 7. Malaysians are earning more. Median household income grew by 5.1% in 2024, while average disposable income rose by 3.2%. The minimum wage has been raised to 1,700 ringgit, injecting an estimated 10 billion ringgit into workers' wallet nationwide. And Penang recorded the highest income growth rate at 6.4%. In other words, Malaysians are now enjoying higher salary and more spending power. 8. Malaysians are now benefiting from lower petrol prices and lower interest rates. The Budi 95 reform has reduced the cost of RON 95 petrol, while the cut in the overnight policy rate OPR to 2.75% has lowered monthly repayments. We see that Malaysians are now enjoying higher salary with lower petrol price, lower housing installment, lower vehicle loan, personal loan and business loan. Under Anwar, households and companies alike have more cash left each month. Inflation in 2022, before Anwar took office, stood at 3.3%. After he became PM, it fell to 2.5% in 2023 and 1.8% in 2024. By October this year, inflation is further to 1.3%, lower than initial forecast. We also see this reflected in higher consumer spending. Beyond long queues at restaurants, Malaysians even line up overnight to buy the latest iPhone. Retail and wholesale trade expanded by 70 billion ringgit, rising to 1.77 trillion in 2024. Malaysians spent 12 billion ringgit on TikTok Shop in 2024, which make us the 6th highest in the world. Malaysians are also travelling abroad more. Outbound tourism spending reached 28 billion ringgit in 2023 and grew by 15% to 32 billion in 2024. This clearly indicates more Malaysians can afford to travel overseas. 9. Support for low-income household has strengthened. In 2025, Sumbangan Tunai Rama (SDR) and Sumbangan Asas Rama (SARA) amount to 15 billion ringgit, assisting about 9 million lower-income recipients. This expanded assistance has contributed to narrowing Malaysia's income gap to its lowest point in 50 years. This improvement indicates Anwar fairer distribution of income between the rich and the poor. 10. Malaysia's global standing has improved across multiple international benchmarks. We have climbed 11 places in the World Competitiveness Ranking, rose 8 spots in the Global Talent Ranking, advanced to 33rd in the Global Innovation Index, and moved up 2 positions in the Economic Freedom Ranking. The Canadian Fraser Institute has ranked Malaysia as the world's top 10 among 165 countries for sound money, reflecting Anwar's prudent management. S&P Global give Malaysia stable outlook with A- sovereign credit ratings, attributing to Anwar's favorable policy-making environment. Moody's acknowledges Anwar's reform are moving Malaysia in the right direction, supporting effort to reduce fiscal deficit. The Asian Development Bank praises Anwar's economic fundamentals set for the country. Similarly, the International Monetary Fund praises Anwar's economic reforms, and the World Bank acknowledges Anwar's fiscal consolidation strategy. In terms of investment and trade, Malaysia achieved record-breaking figures in 2024. Approved investments reached 378.5 billion, our highest ever. At the same time, total trade surged 2.9 trillion, also the highest on record. It is clear that in the 3 years since Anwar became Prime Minister, Malaysia recorded lower deficits, lower debt levels, higher government revenue, stronger foreign reserve, stronger ringgit, rising employment, higher incomes, greater spending power, and a narrower income gap. And these gains are further supported by positive evaluations from international organizations such as S&P, Moody's, ADB, IMF, and World Bank. Here are the 10 objective facts we can see over the past 3 years. It is evident that Malaysia has moved decisively out of the shadow of past financial scandal such as 1MDB and the long period of chronic mismanagement. In many ways, the nation now looks divided into 2 distinct eras: the pre-Anwar Malaysia, marked by scandal, instability, and weak governance, and the Anwar-led Malaysia characterized by stronger fundamentals, improving indicators, and far more promising outlook. Let us continue building Malaysia together.
Selama 3 tahun Anwar Ibrahim menjabat sebagai Perdana Menteri, Malaysia mengalami sejumlah perubahan besar yang sebelumnya sulit dicapai. Pertama, defisit negara terus menurun. Dari 5,6% PDB turun jadi sekitar 3,8% dan bahkan diproyeksikan bisa menyentuh 3,5% tahun depan. Ini pertama kalinya dalam hampir 40 tahun, Malaysia terlihat sangat disiplin dari segi fiskal. Kedua, pinjaman federal juga makin mengecil setiap tahun. Pemerintah bukan hanya mengurangi beban utang, tapi juga meningkatkan pendapatan negara hampir 40 miliar RM dalam 3 tahun. Ini menunjukkan pengurusan yang lebih rapi dan efisien. Ketiga, cadangan devisa melonjak ke level tertinggi dalam 10 tahun, mencapai USD 123,8 miliar US dollar. Artinya, Malaysia makin kuat menghadapi guncangan ekonomi global. Keempat, gengs, ringgit malah jadi mata uang dengan performa terbaik di Asia. Bahkan diperkirakan bisa kembali di bawah RM4 per dolar AS. Ini pencapaian yang jarang banget terjadi dalam beberapa dekade terakhir. Kelima, pengangguran turun ke 3%, angka terendah dalam 10 tahun. Lebih banyak rakyat punya pekerjaan tetap dan stabil. Keenam, pendapatan rumah tangga meningkat, upah minimum naik menjadi RM1.700 dan masyarakat punya daya beli yang lebih baik. Ditambah lagi, harga petrol RON 95 lebih murah dan suku bunga OPR diturunkan, bikin cicilan rumah, mobil, dan pinjaman jadi lebih ringan. Ketujuh, inflasi turun drastis, mulai dari 3,3% hingga kini sekitar 1,3%. Dampaknya, rakyat lebih berani belanja. Mall dari pagi sampai malam ramai, TikTok Shop meledak, dan wisata ke luar negeri makin meningkat. Kedelapan, bantuan sosial ditingkatkan, menopang 9 juta penerima dan menurunkan ketimpangan pendapatan ke titik terendah dalam 50 tahun. Kesembilan, peringkat global Malaysia naik dalam daya saing, inovasi, talenta, dan ekonomi. Berbagai lembaga dunia, ADB, IMF, World Bank memberi penilaian positif. Dan terakhir, investasi dan total perdagangan mencetak rekor tertinggi sepanjang sejarah Malaysia. Gengs, pencapaian-pencapaian ini membuat Malaysia makin diperhatikan dunia. Nah, bahkan Donald Trump pun ikut nimbrung, memuji Jepang, Korea Utara, dan terutama Malaysia karena mobil kecil yang lucu dan imut. Mulai dari keicar ala Jepang hingga mobil kompak khas Malaysia yang viral di media internasional. Trump bilang, mobil kecil ini terlalu lucu. Amerika harus meniru Malaysia dan merilis mobil seperti ini secepatnya. Ya, entah bercanda atau serius, tapi ini menunjukkan satu hal. Malaysia makin dikenal, makin relevan, dan makin diperhatikan dunia internasional. Bukan cuma karena mobil kecil, gengs, tapi karena performa ekonomi dan reformasi yang kuat dalam 3 tahun terakhir. Nah, gengs, dari semua data dan pencapaian tadi, kita bisa lihat satu hal. Malaysia sedang berada di jalur yang positif. Tapi perjalanan ini baru mulai. Tugas kita sebagai rakyat atau sebagai negara tetangga yang bersahabat adalah ikut mendukung, mengkritik dengan bijak, dan tetap mendorong transparansi dan integritas dalam pemerintahan. Ingat, gengs, kemajuan negara bukan cuma tugas pemerintah, itu juga tanggung jawab kita semua. Dengan menjadi warga yang peduli, mengutamakan persatuan, dan terus mencari solusi, bukan hanya sensasi. Semoga Malaysia terus melaju, makin terkenal, dan makin dihormati dunia. Dan semoga kita semua juga tumbuh bersama menjadi masyarakat yang cerdas dan saling menguatkan. Sampai di sini dulu, gengs. Jangan lupa like, komen, dan share kalau kalian suka pembahasan ini. Sampai ketemu di video berikutnya.